today? Obviously, I'm doing fabulous. So what do we have going on in the kitchen today? Terry? Well, let me just answer that for you. I don't know. I had some thin sliced sirloin. And so I've got that cooking over here. I don't really know how. It's just in some duck fat. Yeah, I bought some duck fat. Look at here. Oh no, that's not it. That's callow. Move, dog. Here's what we have going on. We bought us some duck fat last week when we went shopping. And so in here, we have some thin sirloin. Well, what am I going to do with that? I really couldn't tell you. So I'm cooking it in some duck fat and juices because I already did one of these. And I put them into little containers. So as this gets done, I'll be adding that to the container. How much, you say? Well, I don't know. I'm just going to be putting some in because Terry is going to be eating more carnivore like I talked about before. And I'm going to be eating more carnivore and less vegetables, less fiber, less carbohydrates. Well, how can you live like that, Terry? Well, let me tell you. Let's take it on back a long time ago. Long time ago. So, 200-300 years ago, there was no such thing as broccoli. What you say? Oh, yes. There was no such thing as broccoli. So this whole broccoli, cauliflower thing, those aren't old-timey vegetables that are, people lived on. You know what they lived on? They lived on meat. Hunters would go out and kill an elk, and they'd bring it home, and they'd eat that thing from head to toe. And that's what they ate. They didn't go down to Tijuana and pluck the coconuts off the trees. They didn't just, they didn't have planes that would ship bananas from Florida and oranges. Nope, that really wasn't a problem back then. They say hunter and gatherer. Yep, they were hunting and they were gathering it to bring it home. Why, we didn't even know about corn. I mean, until we moved here, 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. So for 1400 years, people over in, on the other side of the boat of the ocean, they didn't even know about corn. I bet we knew about a few things. Tomatoes. We may have known about potatoes if your ancestors were from Ireland. But yeah, so it was mostly meat, and that's what they lived off. So that's how they got their nutrition. You're welcome to read about it. I don't know all the details yet. It's something I'm trying. So I put a little ground beef. I got some ground beef cooking here. I'm going to take this off the stove. Ow! Probably not the smartest thing I've done today. Here, let me just show you what I got over here. Let's see if I can turn this thing without making a mess. So, yes, my cabinets are a mess. And yes, that's just how it is. I don't really care. That's not what this show is about. It's about cooking and eating low carb. So messiness just comes with me. I ain't known as Messy Marvin for no reason, y'all. And we got the dryer going downstairs. So, again, this is going to be a pretty willy-nilly meal prep. But that's all right, because I didn't really know what I was thinking or doing or whatever whenever I was shopping. I'll know a little better next time. But that's kind of how everything works, you know. You just start and do what you can. And I hope that doesn't fall off because I got dogs all over there. So I'm going to use, that's one of my favorite ground beef scooper uppers. We're going to put on top of that sirloin, we'll put a little ground beef there. I got me 6 things. Now Monday, I think I'm going to use this for breakfast. Monday, we're having a work lunch. So, Monday, or kind of like a special meal thing at lunch on Monday. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a couple of rotisserie chickens. And that's what I'm going to take. And that's going to be good stuff, Maynard. Ah, that's heavy. Heavy. Now, whoop. Yeah. You can hear my dryer. It's just a getting it down there. It's going to town. Now, I might cook some eggs later. You know, fry up or scramble up some eggs and put that in here too. I don't really know. But the whole point of carnivore is anything that comes from an animal. Boy, that's awful low. You're getting a good shot of my neck. Hey. Oh, my hair looks so spiffy. Oh, that looks just lovely. I could just go on and go somewhere fancy now. Anyway, so, yeah, so that's what I put in there. And like I said, the sirloin and ground beef. A lot of people will say that you should eat 2 to 3 pounds of meat a day as a general starting point. If you're hungry, then you can eat again. If you're not hungry, you can eat less. But with carnivore, you're eating just what is on the meat. Now, some people will say, Terry, why don't you get scurvy? You're going to get the scurvy. Well, no, because you know what they don't tell us on TV is that there's all kinds of minerals and vitamins in meat. And you know why they don't tell us? Because if we're vegetarians, then they can just not worry about all the animals. And then that don't do me no good. I don't worry about those animals because that's what the farmers are for. And that's why farmers are our friends. I put some juice in there and there. Nah, not so much in there. So, with the sirloin, some of it isn't even all the way cooked. And that's okay, because I like it medium. Or I like it medium rare. Good enough for me. So, yep, you see that. That's the fat I'm putting in there. And you know what else they've been telling us for years? Fat is not your friend, but fat is your friend. Because, okay, let's take a trip. Let's take a trip back in time. Got my bow and arrow, and I'm gonna hunt me a mammoth. Okay. Ha! There's a mammoth. I'm gonna shoot him. Oh, my family can eat and feast for days. Oh no. We have no more mammoth. What do? Well, we gotta go hunting again. So while no food is in our system, we're still living off that meat. That meat has stayed with us. That fat has kept us satiated. Not carbs, not the fruits and vegetables that are, I bet carrots may have been around then, but carrots have a lot of sugar in them. But anyway, so as they're, hunting, what are they going to do? They can't just run to the cabinet. They're not going to open up the cabinet. Gee, what's in my cabinet? But sometimes they had bread, maybe. Well, they talk about that in the Bible. But you know what that bread didn't have? 25,000 ingredients that's in our bread now. So, yeah, they had bread, but it was different. So, anyway, I'm just saying, this is a pretty darn good way of eating. And I'm not full. I don't get hangry. I'm not hungry. I don't get hangry. I don't get grouchy. So now, what else do we have to cook? Stop lecturing, Terry. What else you got to cook? Well, let me tell you. I didn't get stuff out early. Like 2 days ago. I got it out yesterday. So, it wasn't quite defrosted. So, let me just tell you what I did. There. Let me see. Can you see my stove? No. You can see it now. So in the oven, I bought a bunch of pork chops. And to defrost them, I put them in the oven at 195. Let's clear that off. So now, what are we going to do with that? I don't know. That's the joy of cooking. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I'm thinking I'm going to wipe up this mess over here. And I'm thinking I'm going to just pan fry it in some more of that duck fat. And then I'll let you know how that goes. So I'll show you a little bit of that in a minute. All right, our skillet has heated up. So let's see what all we have in here. This is a real thick something. It's the pork with the bone in something. So I think I'm going to put it over here in my in the good old cast iron skillet. Let's see what that bad boy does over there. Yeah, buddy. But then we're still going to put some of these. These are the pork chops I had. Oh, hold on. You quit fussing out there, little boy. Okay, it's good now. Baxter was starting to be lippy with the little neighbor kids. He likes to tell them what's going on. So, hey, quit growling over there, little boy. They don't need you bossing them. They've got their own mom and dad. You stop that fussing. They don't need you fussing. Them kids are older than you are, you little snot-nosed boy. Oh, this boy thinks he rules everything. So, now, oh, I can put another one over here. Let's see. I don't adhere to any rules for cooking because I don't really know how to cook. But what I do is I do salt. This pink Himalayan salt. I had too much salt in my diet last week. Woo! My ankles were swollen like nobody's business. So, I'm going to see. You can watch this if you want to, or if you don't want to. We're going to see how much this little jobber weighs. First, I need an empty one. If I have one. Whoop. No, I do not. Well, this will be similar. Close. So, turn that on and zero that out. Let's see which way. Okay, 0. So, 10 ounces. Ooh, that's a lot more than 10 ounces right there. That's a pound. So some people say they eat 1 pound for breakfast and 1 pound for supper. So, like I said, we're just experimenting with all this stuff and seeing what we'd like to do. What would that be? 14 ounces, 2 ounces away. Let's see. Maybe I could try making each one of these 1 pound. 15 ounces. Oh, we're getting close, y'all. We're getting close. Let me get some skizzers. Okay. What if I add that? There we go. That's 1 pound. Okay, so 1 pound. This one was 1 pound. See what that bad boy is. 10 ounces. Let's see if that. What? 13? Scoot over. Scooch over. 13. Meow. Meow. Oh, right there. Okay. That's 3 days for 1 pound. Let's just see. And it doesn't have to be beef all the time. It could be a hodgepodge like I'm doing. That's 11 ounces. Let's just see. All right. Okay. So I'm going here to tell you, I don't like duck fat. That actually tastes kind of gross. But I bought it and I'll use it. But that don't mean I'm going to like it. So there we go. There's 4 breakfasts that are 1 pound that I'm going to try and see what I think. Okay. Let's check. I hear these sizzling over here. Come on now. You're going to be so car sick after you get done watching my video. I'm going to flip. That's how they look on that side. See that nice white color? See it up close? Ooh. So I'm going to flip them all over. What is wrong with you, cat? It is only not even 3 o'clock. It is not your supper time. You just slow your roll. I'm going to flip the 2 little ones back here, but I'm going to wait on the bigger ones. Man, that duck fat is nasty. Holy moly. I will not buy that again. Ugh. Or maybe it's an acquired taste. Maybe by the end of the jar, I'll be singing a different song. Wouldn't be the first time, but oh. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But, oh, a little more salt on this side. There's it. Let's see, what if I turn this big bad boy? Something soaked up all the liquid out of that. Well, I'll tell you what I'm not using, but I'll tell you what I am going to use. I'm going to get my jar of ghee. My ghee. My ghee. Going in there, bad boy. That's annoying, ain't it? Now I won't stick it back in the container. I'm rubbing it all over that Here, I'll just let the rest of the ghee melt. And I'll put the ghee over here out of the way. Ken, what is your problem? Let's see what he's got. All right. You maybe need more water. There's about that much water in the bowl. All right, I'm going to get this cat some water and I'll be back. All right, we are finished up because I'm tired of it. I'm ready to get on with it. So, let me add one more to here and I'll show you what we have. Let's see how much that is. Is that a pound? Ah, it ain't a pound. So, take one of these, cut it in half. Let's see if that's a pound. There we go. Alright, I don't know how many make a pound. Let's just get these in here. Get these in here. Let's see how much this one weighs. Yup. So about five of them make a pound. Well, this is 3.5, so it'll be just fine. It will be just fine. Yeah. It's 12 ounces. Meh, close enough. So, I'm going to take you off of here and show you what we have. Hold on just a second. Alright, so we have those 4 with shaved meat and ground beef. This has ground beef with just a few of the pork chops on top. So that's 5 breakfasts, and they're all a pound each. Then I had these big old thick pork chops maybe, boned in, I don't know. But anyway, those are in there. And then I have 5 of these. Well, these 4 are a pound, and that little jobber back there is almost a pound. So, I'll save that one for next weekend. Or maybe I'll eat it here when I'm done. One thing I do know, I don't know a lot about meat, okay? But what I do know is the pork chops, they are not very, they're not very fatty. So for me, I added the butter. I'm gonna spin it. So that way, so that way they'll be a little more juicy. Ooh, look at that sink. One would think that I wouldn't show people my sink, but you know, one who would think that isn't somebody like me. So anyway, yeah. So this is what I'm looking at for my meals this week. Again, I did not cook anything with veggies this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this is all just straight animal. Next week, I'm going to pick up some liver. I don't know if I'll get beef or chicken, but either way, I need to start adding a little bit of liver. You know, there's a lot of more veggies in that. So, yeah, so this is what I'm having this week. So, we got beef for breakfast, and we got pork for lunch. So, there we go. And no cheese. I don't have any dairy in here either. Oh, well, butter, duh. This week, I drank a bunch of broth because I was kind of sick. And it felt real good to the, back of my throat. But it was so salty. Oh, man. My ankles they became thankles. I mean, they were like as big as my thighs. So this week, that's not something I will be partaking in. I will not be drinking broth. So I will be getting some ghee, heavy whipping cream. And I'm not supposed to do it, but, you know, 2 little squirts of it is not going to kill me. There'll be 2 little squirts of my liquid stevia. And I'll have my coffee in the morning. So, yeah, that's what I'll be eating all this week. And I got tomorrow's weigh-in day. I weighed and my ankles were so swollen I was up 3 pounds. So, yeah, but tomorrow's the official weigh day, and I'm not eating much salt today. So we'll just see how it goes. But this is what I'm having this week. And like I said, if you're curious about the carnivore diet, there's all kinds of videos and all kind of research available for it. A lot I know there's people that are doing it for their type 2 diabetes. They're doing it for their autoimmune disease because it is known as a healing diet, as an immune healing diet. So, oh yeah, I got myself again. I took a lick off something. But anyway, so yeah, there's all kinds of information out about this way of eating. So feel free to look it up.